Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We can zoom out really far now because we thought about sad things, I think. Yeah, about us being super sad. Made us zoom out further. We're also thinking about the homosexual underground, where we got a little bit of progress into that. And it is Wednesday, my dudes. So we're on this side of the river. I think it's a river. It's not a super good place by the looks of it. And Mr. Evrart, he really wants us to get some signatures and get some people fucking tossed out so he can build like a youth center or something. Which I'd rather not, honestly. But we'll talk to some people, see what we can accomplish. Dusty shelves and a forgotten chair. Can we go inside? We're also looking for a little girl with armored gloves. No idea where we're supposed to find the cuirass. See a dark red chair in the dim light of the room.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here, right?
Hey, Kim, where are we?
In someone's abandoned shack. On the coast. In Martinez. In Ravachol.
He's afraid you've forgotten suddenly.
What's with the red chair?
Nothing. It's just a piece of furniture.
Red paint is peeling off it. Looks like blood, no?
Alright, let's move, I guess. A bow tie. That gives us +2 drama. What's my current... Ooh, but Inland Empire is pretty good to have. We have a total of 5. So our drama is currently higher than that. I think we're gonna stick to the tie for the most part. Postcard. Might slap on our bow tie for drama checks if we find them. Have any drama checks on the map? Doesn't look like it. Sounds of life in the north. Washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Some people. Cinder blocks charred, a makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. Bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Ah. Allée Voisin. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. And I found okay. Actually, what does that do? Because, like... Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. So I have the Kingdom of Conscience, which means I heal +1 morale. If I put these pants on...
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular normal things.
I know you do. These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be.
Hmm. Plus moralist. Got pretty high ultra-liberal. I think it's a good thing that my fascist is the lowest of these political things. People killed 3. Honor 1. I don't know what that means. I think I'll put these back on though. Can put these on when we need something else. Have we put on the... Yeah. And what do those do then? I have... Do they give 2 real now if I don't know. I'm gonna put these back on. It's fine. Why am I going that way? Let's start here. White curtains have been drawn shut, no looking in. Wedding stone, will one... Did that say quick travel? I can travel? It's crazy. Which way to go? Let's move like around this way. What do we have in this little shack? Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Hello, children.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from
Oh,
him.
twins.
He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Hey, where's your mom?
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
That sounded like a real child. Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
And what are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Bye, kids. Take care. What does this say? Street sign is illegible below the graffiti. Let's talk to this little crowd. Sorry, there was something here I missed. That requires tools. I got a pretty good stock of magnesium as is. That's good. Hi guys.
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a 2-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
I'm gonna shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, tequila sunset. How are the high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang. Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
Reality makes me aggressively sad.
I know what you mean. Sitting around with these bums, you really get to know the nitty-gritty of reality. and it isn't good.
He looks at his buddies with mock appreciation.
Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
So you call yourself Idiot Doom Spiral?
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
I don't know if I want that.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world. Please! Please don't go! Don't go!
Don't call Abigail.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What is a tequila sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your tequila sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
I don't.
No, you sure don't.
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Kinda.
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
For some reason the name tequila fills me with foreboding. Maybe I shouldn't learn what it
You
means.
think you feel bad now. Wait till you've heard the story.
No. You need the wisdom.
I do need the wisdom. Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Wait, did we meet on Friday?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
Takes another sip, then
You
continues.
got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer. And that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
I would never do such a thing.
It is. Does that sound like something you do? Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, electrochemistry, you don't know.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Unfortunately, I do.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach, you revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!"
The time hath come?
So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
Oh god, what happened next?
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was Too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Wait, so is Tequila Sunset an event or a name?
I'm not sure. I think you were the event.
Huh.
Tequila Sunset. You know, as opposed to a Tequila Sunrise, which is long gone.
I don't know what that means, but I like his delivery. My real name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
Physical health.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Yeah.
Abigail! It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
Oh no.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Did we talk about politics?
Yeah, you said that you'd really behaved unreasonably and failed to uphold your responsibilities as a representative of the coalition.
Huh. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop.
I am a sorry
Damage
cop.
you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
I wonder if that is affected by this. I don't need to hear anymore, thank you.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past.
Indeed.
That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Wanna tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yes. Wanna tell me about how you became idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar. You might get scammed here.
I have a feeling this is going to cost me a lot.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package.
I do have alcohol, right? That I don't want to drink and that I couldn't sell.
I don't want it, man. I need it. Can't tell stories without it. Dry stories are boring, see? So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
I mean, he's gonna drink his ass into oblivion with or without me, so... And I want to be rid of this, so... I got some sweet Commodore Red, give it.
Classy.
He snatches the bottle and pushes the cork in through the bottleneck. Ew.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Why is your voice familiar? Is it just the accent? One of the other bums interject.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
I wonder how much of this is true. Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Wait, how many people did you have working for you?
22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
Sorry, just wanted to check the time. Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansaric tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
He says thoughtfully, brushing dust off his shit-stained pants. What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
Shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are your eyes.
Oh, fuck.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan.
That sounds a bit risky.
I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet are we talking exactly?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard.
There's a trace of derision in his
I
voice.
made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
Ouch.
Ouch indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
You gotta be shitting me. That's just fun to say.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
How did you lock your door without the key? What happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People
Unfortunate.
are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
He pauses meaningfully.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
Because you locked yourself out of it. He's making shit up.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
I literally can't believe it.
Me neither, Tequila. When I lost my keys, I lost more than access to my apartment. I also lost my leverage over humanity. I wasn't a high-concept creative director anymore. I was just some homeless asshole with a premium Sansaric Lycra tracksuit.
Trademark.
You can't imagine what that does to a man's confidence. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece Lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
What was the name of your agency?
My agency. Now. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting.
Huh.
I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Rebeshal who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
If it sounds like it makes no sense,
Yeah.
that's because it doesn't.
Yeah, no. Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads isn't high art. It's just cynical wankery.
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising.
I mean, yes. But it's still tired. Actually, I mean, let's go with it. I'm curious, is this an ultra-liberal option? Will this give me an extra real? No, let the market sort it out. No need for me to regulate this stuff.
That's
Hell yeah.
what's so cool about advertising. It's kind of like art, except you can also get fucking rich doing it.
I guess. What's up with the tracksuit?
You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material.
He extends his arm. I'm gonna touch it.
Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human than having touched it. Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant
Jesus.
cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime.
What about the other drunks?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, Tequila, you want to buy some speed?
No.
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
This is a bit tragic. What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
Wait, you're asking a police officer to help find a jacket you stole and then lost?
Yeah, exactly. You're here to serve, right?
Sure. Where'd you lose it?
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market.
There's a lot of places.
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it. I'm all ears, Tequila.
I don't want to ask them to sign anything yet. Can I talk to, like, you specifically? Grumbles an unshaven man with a bloody nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away.
Don't you call her? Yeah, don't call Abigail.
Who is Abigail?
Abigail, don't you fucking call Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone.
Hmm.
Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
I guess even electrochemistry has its limits. I'm gonna walk away.
Don't call Abigail.
It's getting a bit tragic now. What about you?
To see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Spreads his arms as if wanting to embrace you. What are you talking
So
about?
what do you want? I've got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
I'm off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the...
Yeah, it's fine. Can we go? We can.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly.
Who's him? Ah, that's fine. What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade.
That's enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. The detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Can I go here? No. I can't cross. Let's see. Rock rock. They're Bebo fans. A flower through where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring. Hard to see the details. The colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. Let's take a quick look here. Lock tight. Aduhai indung suhorang. Can't see in the house from this angle. Is that a real language? It seems vaguely Southeast Asian. There's a person over here. Bijakla sana dipandang manis. Sweet. She's speaking Indonesian. I think. Can I see another? Suliram, suliram, ram ram. I don't know that much Indonesian. Apa kabar? Kucingmu suka minum susu? Suliram yang manis. Suliram that is sweet. I don't know what suliram is though, unfortunately. Suliram yang manis. Kamu mau memakan aduhai indung sehorang. She's back to that. Adu. Not sure about that. Ibu saya bijaklah sana dipandang manis. Sana is like there. Ah shit. I need to speak to this lady. She's a washerwoman. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samarran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot sujunti.
Like the dude with the
Welcome to the fishing
stuff.
village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
I'll lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer.
A shadow.
We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
Her accent is distinctly not Indonesian.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Click, click, bang, bang, Jesus. What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
I am an ill omen, alright. This is just not true. Everyone tells me I'm an ill omen.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Have they not?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Isabel Sadie.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Indeed. What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
I don't want to say that. Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drums. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Oh yeah, I met a couple of drunks here.
I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are.
There's got to be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Pokes.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
The Pokes. What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens.
That's good? Question mark.
Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
Ooh, that's bad? Question mark. What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address.
Nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Do you know anything about a lost
What
jacket?
do you want with a lost jacket?
That's an excellent question,
Uh,
ma'am.
one of the drunks lost this and I agreed to look for it.
He probably pawned it for booze and then forgot about it. You know how drunk men are?
Unfortunately, yes.
Are you getting a reward for it at least?
No.
What? You're fetching someone's missing laundry free of charge? Did you not have anything better to do?
In fact, he does.
None of my business, either way. How you spend your hours is up to you. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. That girl's got a way of attracting lost and broken things.
We can ask this too. What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church.
Ooh,
the
DeLorean.
DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
I think she'd tell us if she knew. Anything else of note?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
Alright, got it.
As
That's
I
fine.
said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there, just ghosts and vagrants, and teenagers making out.
Okay. Goodbye, I'm off.
Tremble. The time is now. Taola.
Taola? That's Greek. What time?
Time for the show. For Taola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. all will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
Half-Light, what? Ta'ola, what is that?
Ulogu Theodos, Xeno Zausin, Ipoli Osithian, Echondes Fronisin.
I cannot read Greek, I'm afraid. Logo? Did he say that? I don't understand. Polo? Logo. I'm trying to put together what he said, but I can't. The characters I recognize are mostly ones used in like math and shit. This is his key. That's key. When did this countdown begin?
Monday morning, the moment
Oh shit.
you arrived in this reality, are the first crack in the sheer face of God.
Jesus.
From you it will spread.
This is because of the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it?
Yes, you spoke the words of the palindropos.
Palindromos.
Houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
I'm a little afraid.
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos.
Is he saying That's the same as this. That's a pi, right? Palindropos?
Perhaps. Just a thought. This has something to do with the hangover.
Am I sure it's not just a joke or some kind of coping mechanism?
It's totally also a coping mechanism.
Ah, I see. Honestly, I do think the world might end soon. I'm gonna opt in.
The face of the
It's fun.
world fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
Vapor. Cop of the Apocalypse. Have I? I must have gained another point of Apocalypse Cop. Which puts me... You woke up in a hotel room and started rambling about the end of the world. It's not your normal everyday doom crying either. Something truly colossal is approaching. The gloaming, the culling, the bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Until now you've been pleasantly vague about the precise nature of this cataclysm. No more. Put the bloodletting on the burner and really figure out what's threatening the fragile physical reality you just found yourself in. Interesting. We might check that out. Aduhai indung suhorang. What is she saying? Say something again. Bijakla sanadipandang manis. That's a verb. D verbs are like something is being done to something. What's a thing you can sell that I remember and feel confident in saying? Kaos mera ini dijual oleh aku. This red t-shirt? Is a kaos a t-shirt? I think a kaos is a t-shirt. Is being sold by me. Dijual. I mejual the kaos. The kaos is dijual oleh saya. I think, if I remember correctly. I'm mostly just learning a little bit of Indonesian for fun, using Duolingo, so I don't know. But we're up I think we've done Bijakla. Fuck, I kind of wanna. That is Indonesian. I'm fairly certain. Indonesian translate. Say something again. Suliram. Well, that doesn't seem to be a real word in Indonesian, but in Bulgarian it means sulking, I guess. I don't fucking know. Where did Indonesian go? Ah, shit. Suliram yang manis. That is definitely... Yeah, it's sweet Suliram. Aduhai indung suhorang. This might not be Indonesian. Aduhai. Aduhai as one word is like, oh, sad. I don't know, maybe it's not Indonesian. Maybe it's like Bijakla sana. Dipandang. Dipandang does sound is seen. Right, okay. I don't know, it might be like Malay. Or whatever you call the language spoken in Malaysia. I gotta quit now. I'm gonna save the video game and I'm gonna round this episode off. I will see you next time. Goodbye.